Hello, fellow gardeners, viewers, plant lovers, and welcome to Ayesha's fruit, vegetable, and herbal balcony Hortus. On our previous video, we made an introductory video to welcome my new channel. Today we're gonna do, although we did a garden tour, that one was more like a mini one. In today's video, we're gonna do a full 360 tour of my balcony Hortus. So my name is Ayesha, and this is my balcony garden or Hortus. Yes. So today we're gonna do some sowing of bergamot seeds, and we're also going to have a look, and we're going to sow some spider plants. These rooted spider plants, we're gonna plant it, as well as take a look of the garden. And I'm also going to show you, in the previous video I did mention that this poached egg was not sprouting, but now we can see that it has started to germinate. So that's a good sign, isn't it? Yes, and I can see the rosemary has also started to pop its little head. Yeah, this is just lightning for my plants, because sometimes they don't really get access to the sun. So this is bergamot seeds that we're gonna sow today. I have already made a hole there. I'm just going to sprinkle a few in here. Just a few in there, and then I'm gonna cover it with some soil. Make sure they're well covered, and then we're just gonna give it a nice drink. Like so. And I think these plants looks a bit dry, so I'm gonna also give it some drink so that it look nice and plump. You can see some seeds germinating in there as well, so that's also a good sign. So let's continue, and I'm just going to I've just put a labeling here so I'll be able to know bergamot where I planted it, since there are a couple of seedlings growing in there. Yeah, so 360 tour of the garden. Yeah, that's the canna lily, almighty canna lily. Yeah, it's a lot going on. I'm just trying to make good use of the space I have, since it's very tiny. And these are my chimes. Yeah, as you can see, this one, there are plastic, because as I explained in my previous video, sometimes this one has plastic, so that when I water, you see it has drainage under, and so without the plastic, the water easily drains out, making it very dry. And what I've noticed is that most of the plants end up dying. So in order to avoid that, I've put plastic under the pot, that way to be able to catch like this one. So sometimes if I don't really want to water, I just have to just squeeze it back up, and then it does the trick. So these are my hanging baskets. We showed this in the previous video. This is a spider plants, dragon fruit. Yeah, so 360 today. We're going 360. 360, that's the top. and I'm just gonna go up so that we can see what we have. Yeah, so these are the, and see what goes on in here. I do have a couple of pots below there. It's hiding that. Yeah. So this is a combination of some herbs and vegetables, as well as some flowers and tomatoes. And we have some pak choy growing there. This one, the one with the big leaf, is pak choy. Yeah, that's a flower. We have some potatoes growing here, and then the red onion, as I said previously. I do have a couple of seedlings sprouting in here, and these are the tomatoes. Yeah, and then in here we do have a couple of seedlings germinating as well. Yeah, I do have a nursery channel, so I'm going to link the channel, put the link of the channel here. And in that video I have a video of the life cycle of plants. So I'm gonna teach children about the life cycle of plants, or practitioners. So I'm gonna put the link in there for you to access if you have little ones and I think you can learn a thing or two so that they can benefit from it, then please check that out. So this is my necklace plants in here. Yeah, and I have a couple here as well. And this is my spider plants. It also has some beetroot as well as some tomato seedlings in there. I have some tomatoes growing in there, some pawpaw, but it hasn't really sprouted yet. And I have a couple of seedlings in that pot as well, and that's a flower. And then in this pot, oh dear, it's a squash in here, isn't it? And a squeeze. Some lemongrass seedlings going in there, some potato plants in there, a couple of seedlings going strong in here. And you can see a lot of plastic, as I explained previously, so that anytime I water these plants, they'll be able to absorb or catch the water, so that they don't end up escaping and preventing the plants from going dry. So yes, as you can see, this one looks very dry. I might have to give it a drink whilst we are doing this video. Yeah, so I'm just gonna give it a little drink in here, water it. Ooh, see, some of the, unfortunately, some of the plastic also have holes, so work done zero really, because it's coming up. Then below here we do have some Hoya, a variegated Hoya plants down there. Yeah, I had it inside, but it wasn't doing quite well, so I had to bring it outside here. This is the castor plants. You can see it's developing new leaves, and that's the variegated spider plant down there. And this is a fern plant, but I used to have it in the corner there, and the bird used to come and make its nest in there. But I had to move it away from there because this year I didn't want the birds to come here. So because I don't know, for some reason these birds, when they are here, I'm not able to access the garden, so I decided not to have them this year. So I just moved the pot away. So they keep, occasionally they do come to check around to see if the pot is still there at its usual location, but then they are not able, it's no longer there. So I'm hoping they will come back. Well, I hope so. Yeah, so, and then down there there are a lot of seedlings. This is my garlic and ginger, let's see, planter. And I don't know, let's see if we can see it. Ooh. Let's see if let's see what's happening here anyway. Let's see. I think yeah, not doing much really. Yeah, so this is a citrus plant, nostalgium, more seedlings going in there, British ivy, creeping plants. You have some more seedlings in here, some pots. You know, I showed you in my previous videos, so I'm not really gonna focus much. So this is a 360 tall. This is my garden ladder. I normally stand on it to water the hanging pots, as I'm not quite tall, not a tall person, so I do need an assistance in the form of a ladder to aid my accessibility to the plants that are out of reach. So this is a 360 tour of this garden. Yeah, it's a lot. I've crammed up a lot of things in this tiny space, isn't it? Just trying to make use of the space that I have. So that is just to say that you don't really need a big space to have a balcony garden. If you are a plant lover and you love plants, a bit of creativity going on here, you would like to be in nature, you really don't need a lot of space. Just have to be very mindful of how to maximize your space, and then you can have the little jungle that you want. Yeah, so yeah, this white onion is really doing well. Look at those leaves out there, looking very strong and healthy. And the seedlings here are also doing very well. You can see my brassicas are doing extremely well, as that's the lettuce flowering, and as I said, as the mixed radishes, rainbow radishes. So hopefully I'm going to get some seeds out of the lettuce, and I'll be able to plant them again. So yeah, yeah, a lot of plants, isn't it? It says seedlings. Well, I do hope they do thrive, so that in my next video we'll have them really big and strong, isn't it? As compared to a lot of seedlings here, because obviously they are going to mature, isn't it? They would eventually mature, and yeah, it's gonna look full. I can't wait to harvest my pak choy. Yeah, pak choy. Yeah, so I do hope you enjoy this 360 garden tour, as well as planting of the bergamot herbs, and I'll be updating you on how that one germinates, and eventually over the subsequent videos as to how well it does. This is amla. It's a type of an Indian plant that is used for soap. It's for soap, I think. Yeah, it's a soap plant. So yeah, let's see how well it does. It does like the heat, So I don't know whether I will have to overwinter it. Yeah, and then next year hopefully spring bring it out. Yeah, so I do hope you enjoyed this video, and I do appreciate the efforts and time you took in watching this video. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up for like. Don't forget to comment on the video and to share the video. Yes, so this frame, I bought it in order for all my climbing plants to be able to have an anchor, and vegetables to have some sort of anchor. Yeah, so until then, it's a goodbye from Ayesha's fruit, vegetable and herbal balcony Hortus. Bye.